Hello, I'm Lori Ruff, and we are here again with Mr. Terry Rubentaler, CEO of Midwest Energy and Communications. Today, our topic we're going to touch on is utility scale solar projects. Now, I'm sure you have seen the solar farms when you're driving along the major highways, as I have, but you're starting to see them more and more pop up on our backcountry roads. I know my family and we have received inquiries for us to sell or lease our land to these companies, and we receive them quite often, actually, as do our neighboring farms. So today we're going to talk a little bit about things that you should consider, things you should think about if you are looking to go down that avenue. Terry, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me, and I'm ready to talk about solar.
So Terry, why do you think farmers are being approached by all these companies?
Well, Lori, most of the reason is from the Clean Energy Act that Michigan enacted recently. And so the utilities are required to provide carbon-free power. As a matter of fact, by 2040, it has to be 100% carbon-free power. And so the utility companies are scrambling to be able to meet the mandate set by the state. And the easiest, quickest, most efficient way right now is solar power. And solar power works great, except for it takes a lot of land. So they're trying to find properties that people are willing to sell or lease so that they can build these utility scale solar farms so that they can meet the mandate that's coming in the near future.
If people are considering moving forward with this, what are some things that they should be made aware of?
Well, I think the most important thing is not to fall for the high pressure tactics that a lot of these salespeople have, where if you don't sign today, the deal's off the table. Take your time, make sure this is the right company for you, do your research, don't sign on the spot, make sure that this is legitimate, and if you want to shop this, there's going to be other companies out there doing a similar thing. So if you really want to do this, make sure you don't sign on the spot and regret that decision later.
So for those who are considering leasing as opposed to selling, what are some things that they should consider?
Well, Lori, the main thing you need to know is what's in the lease. What are the terms of the lease? How long is the lease? Does it renew automatically? Is it adjusted for inflation? I mean, the real point is, what exactly are you going to get paid from these guys while they're waiting to build a solar farm there? And then what if they do build? If they build a solar farm there, how long is it going to be there? What's the lifetime of it? What happens when its lifetime is over? These solar panels degrade over time, and they do have a certain lifetime to them, so they have to be removed eventually. What happens to them? Who gets rid of them? What happens to the land that they were on? Does the soils get restored back to original condition? We want to make sure all those terms are in your lease. You really need to get some advice from an attorney or a tax professional or a consultant, someone who understands these leases, has looked at them before many times, and can help you understand exactly what you're getting. So I think the point is just be careful, know exactly what you're getting when you sign it, and get help when you need it, because there are experts out there that can help.
You have offered a lot of information for people to think about. Is there anything else that you want to add?
Yeah, I just want to make a point that MEC is not for or against these solar farms. I mean, we're going to need these to meet the mandates of the state. We understand that. We just want folks to be careful. We're hearing stories of promises that sound too good to be true, and make the point, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Be careful what you're signing and make sure that you really understand what you're getting into.
Well, thank you so much for all the information, Terry. You've given us a lot to think about. I appreciate it.
Well, you're very welcome, and we want to make sure that folks are happy when they're done and don't have any issues. And if we can help, we certainly want to.
Thank you so much for watching. This is a hot topic that so many people are thinking about considering, and we hope that we were able to just give you some pointers and some tips for you to consider. I think the bottom line really is just make sure you do your due diligence, make sure you do your homework, and that you are able then to make the best decision for you and your family. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.